को अंदर जाना था
बंद एक
ये ऐसा अच्छा लगने लगा है कि लेने की इच्छा कर रही है।
ले लो, बहुत अच्छी है, मैक्सी स्कूटर है, बहुत पावरफुल है जी। Really, Alibag has the worst roads. Hi guys and welcome back to Bike with Girl. हाँ, I know you guys think that मैं दुबई में ही settle हो गई हूँ, but no, that's not the truth. I'm back in India, very much in Mumbai, मेरी जान, and I'm going to take both these bikes today. That is the R15M and the Aerox 155. ये शिप पे हम लोग जा रहे वाले हैं अभी और अलीबाग जा रहे हैं और the motive of today's video is to see if I mean the R15M तो I know I'm going to love only, but what do you think about this? ये स्कूटर है, बहुत पावरफुल है जी।
हमारे जैसे एजेड लोगों को
अरे क्या एजेड सर, see age is in the mind, age is in the mind,
so
of course, and can this do like outside city scenes? Let's find out. पर मैं अभी लेट हो रही हूँ फॉर द शिप, एज यू कैन सी एवरीवन's already on the damn ferry, तो निकलती हूँ। हाँ चल बाय। अरे हेलमेट Guys, let's go see how the bikes are doing यार, मतलब उनको अकेले मुझे छोड़ना अच्छा नहीं लगता है यार। Oh, such beauty। चला आता आपण निघूया। Okay guys, we have reached our first destination after Vada Pav, which is Rave Danda Fort. को अंदर जाना था actually.
बंद एक
बंद है?
हाँ।
क्यों? कोविड-19 ओमिक्रॉन वेरिएंट चा प्रसार आणि प्रादुर्भाव सात खणी बुरुज बंद राहील. But then look how many people here. सगळं बंद आहे, सगळं बंद, all closed. Okay guys, तो रेवडंडा फोर्ट तो बंद है, there is no point, we cannot go inside, but बाहर अच्छा है तो हम लोगों ने बाइक बाहर ही पार्क कर दी and we said चलो. Anyway, from the ferry up to here I've done a good like 30-40 kilometers of shit roads. Really, Alibag has the worst roads, or whatever Google Maps took us on has the worst roads. Anyway, this is the new R15 version 4, and when you first look at it, it's like, bro, this is full on R7, man, and at this kind of cost we get like a bike that looks so much like the R7. So there is the face, that bloody gorgeous face, the shape of the tank, the cuts, the curves, the tail, everything about this screams R7 and how, right? There's a bunch of new things that Yamaha has brought to this bike, and I'm sure you've seen enough and more reviews, and that is why I have brought this bike along with its sibling to Alibag, because between the time that I launched it, I know I love to say it, yeah, like that was the highlight of my 2021.
I'm going to request Priyanka to take over from here. Thank you.
As a rider and a fan, this is honestly beyond exciting. Yamaha has always been super close to my heart, especially because my first bike was actually the R15 itself. Between that time and now, it has been a good amount of time, and I wanted to kind of see what people say about it, how much people like it or dislike it, and then I kind of wanted to base my video on that. Let's get to the things that I really like about this bike. The fact that A, it's got a quick shifter. It's finally got a quick shifter! And even though the roads leading up to this fort today, which is like the 40 kilometers that I've done, I've still used a lot of the quick shifter today though, to get away from vehicles and to get away from nasty traffic. And I have to say, it works really well. I did not feel too much of a fidgety behavior coming from the quick shifter. and it finally gets USD forks. My God, finally, it's taken a while, and after all of us praying to Yamaha, the Yamaha gods have finally given us this. So we're very excited about it. Whatever highway riding I've done with this motorcycle today, it's beautiful. It rides the way it has always ridden, smooth, really planted, really fun on the roads. I love this motorcycle, and that is why it was the first motorcycle I bought. The R15 version 1 was my first motorcycle, and even today when I ride different versions of it, I still love this bike as much. It is definitely a bit more torquier than the version 3, by the way. So yeah, that's a bit of information I thought I should share with you. Gee, I'm so bad at parking here. Look at this. Okay, so since off hona, I have quickly hopped on the Aerox, which is the brother of this dude, because it has the same freaking engine. That's pretty mad, right? I'm going to first start them both up, okay? So this is what the new R15 version 4 sounds like. Heard that? It's in your head. Now, same engine is playing inside of the Aerox. Let's go. How can one engine sound so different in two bikes? I was expecting this to sound some note close to the R15 version 4. I'm sure there are a lot of people like me who would have hoped that the Aerox sounded a wee bit less like a scooter and more like... My back hurting now. I think I'm going to get on the Aerox. Okay. Okay, let's go. On the new Aerox 155, loved it. Okay, the whole point of bringing the R15 and the Aerox together on this ferry today was to see if we can actually ride a scooter outside of the city. You know, like we take our motorcycles and we go out to places on weekend rides and stuff. But I know people that do that with their motorcycles, but I don't know too many people that do that with their scooters. I mean, people that have own motorcycles and scooters, they'll always take their motorcycles out on those long rides. I'm sure you know that this has the R15 engine inside it. It's a liquid cooled engine, and it is a freaking radiator right here that you can actually see. Oh, and what makes the scooter even more special is the fact that it has variable valve actuation. Now this is some really high funducious which kind of makes the scooter perform better. For starters, the Aerox is a complete like attention magnet, because we've had a lot of people like looking at the bike while we cross them, or coming up to us asking us what this huge bike is this a motorcycle, what is going on. So don't get me wrong, it looks mad cool. So honestly, what shocked me about riding a scooter on fun long distance kind of ride was the fact that it does speeds like 90 kph, 100 kph with so much ease. Okay, you do not have scooters that do that in India. It handles beautifully. It is not very fun for a pillion, because I had my DOP sit with me for a bit, and because he's kind of tall, he was a little uncomfortable with the placement of the pegs, and his legs were hurting at the end of it all. So I think what I'm not used to really is the fact that, you know, this partition here for the fuel tank, it's just not very comfortable. I don't like that feeling very much. Also, it's because I'm not used to that. On a scooter, I have all this space, you know, to just play around with my legs, and whenever it's getting difficult and tiring, I can always change my position around. मैंने तो देखा भी है कि लोग जब थक जाते हैं तो ऐसे बैठ जाते हैं and they चौकड़ी मारो and they sit and all. You can't do that on a scooter like this, okay? This is not meant for that stuff. Again, Saket rightly brought this up that he's an 11 number foot size. What does a 12 number foot size or larger than that foot do? I don't know, because I don't have such big feet. But yeah, it's something to think about. Totes digging the underseat storage. There's 3 of us here today, and we've been able to carry our equipment bag, extra jackets, some food items, extra gear. All of that's been able to go into this, which is great, because for a one-day trip, again, for a trip, this is what I'm looking at. Like, I know scooters are not, we don't do like trips on scooters here, but this could be one of those scooters that you would actually do a trip on. पहुंच गए हैं फेरी पे वापस टू गो बैक होम टू मुंबई. एकदम लास्ट मिनट रशिंग वापस आए हैं हम लोग. पर बहुत ठंड है ब्रो, मतलब ऐसा लग नहीं रहा है कि हम लोग बॉम्बे अलीबाग के बीच में हैं, क्योंकि इतनी ठंड है. 2 जैकेट पहन के बैठी हूँ यहाँ पे, पर क्या करें. Anyway, I had a blast with both the Yamahas. I really can't pick which one was better. I mean, I love the R15. It's an unbeatable, one of my favorite motorcycles out there in that segment. But the Aerox was surprising, yaar. Like the kind of power delivery, how zippy that thing is, how 90-100 is just like that. Confidently say that if you ever want to do, one of your weekend rides on an Aerox, in spite of it being a scooter, I think you're going to have a blast on it as much as you would on a motorcycle on the R15. So yeah, now हम लोग हैं मेरे ख्याल से आधा घंटा दूर, no, more than half an hour away from Mumbai. And yeah, I hope I'll see you in the next video. Do like, subscribe, share the love, share the joy of motorcycling. And yeah, Alibag, please repair your roads, yaar, please.